Hey everybody, this is Evan Rogers. I'm here to show you today how to do the most exciting thing in the universe, which is be able to type Japanese on your computer. For those of you who use Windows, something along these lines will be what you have to do. Go into your control panel. You can find this by, if you have Windows 8, you can go to the search thing and you can be like, control panel, and then if my typing was better, and for some reason I'm really lagging hard, that's strange. Control panel, there we go. Woo! I always keep mine down here because it's easy to access and it's quite important. You can uninstall malware and do other cool stuff in your control panel. If you don't have Windows 8, the search bar is going to be down here in your Windows folder. However, you might notice that the Windows whatever this thing is different on mine than what yours is. I hate Windows 8 quite a bit. It's not as terrible as I used to think it was, but it definitely is less than what I enjoy in Windows 7. And then you'll happen to notice this wonderful clock, language, and region. In earlier versions of Windows, I have the Windows 8. You're gonna, no matter what, when you go into Control Panel, you're gonna see something about language. Hit up language. You might see something different in Windows 7, but in Windows 8, you're going to say something like this. You're going to see something like this. You're going to be looking at your input methods, if I'm not mistaken. I already have Japanese inputted, but if you go to like add a language, you should eventually be able to see something called, under the J section, Japanese. And what you do is, in Windows 8, they make it easy. You just click on it and go, woo, add. And then it's all like, you're done. In Windows 7, I remember you have to click a few things and then it'll go through. Essentially, it's just the same thing. So that's actually it. I'll show you a few tips and tricks that will be exciting for you. When you install it, what you're going to see is you'll have a little bar down here. However, you can't see it. What am I talking about? Yes, you can. You see this ENG? You'll be able to switch back and forth. If you're using Windows 7, whoa, you can just probably go to, I don't know, YouTube. Well, I mistyped YouTube. There we go, we'll go to YouTube. We'll go to videos, actually, might as well. Go to the video section of whatever you're using, search engine, type in how to type in Japanese on Windows 7, Windows 8, Apple. Just type in the type of thing that you're trying to do. iPads, iPhones, and there's almost always a video. I'm most familiar with how to type this all in the Microsoft IME. So here are a few keyboard shortcuts that you should learn so that it can speed up your typing. English to hiragana. You just hit the Alt-Shift button. So now I'm typing in English, but if I hit the Alt-Shift buttons together, did you notice how I did that right there? Look down here. I'll go back. So I'm going to hit the Alt-Shift button really quickly. Watch right there, the ENG. Boom! Nihongo! Okay. Hey Evan, how'd you make kanji appear? Great question. First off, before I show you that, let's just discuss what just happened. I hit the Alt-Shift button, boom, it switches to hiragana. And I type in hiragana. If you want to go back, i.e. hiragana to English, just type, oops, just type Alt-Shift again. Notice how when I do it again, bing, back to English, bing, back to Japanese, Alt-Shift, 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 Alt-Shift at the same time. Woo, it's a disco party. Beep-a-dee-ba-dee, beep-a-dee-ba-dee, beep-a-dee-ba-dee. Okay, I'm sure my computer hates me right now. So now I'm typing in hiragana, boom, Alt-Shift, back to English, suckas. Sakakas? I don't know what a sakaka is. Okay, what you notice when I typed in hiragana, notice how there's this list O kanji. It's actually, these are all previous words that I've typed that have similar things. What happens is if you hit the space bar, boom, it guesses what kanji you want. Or it could even give you some katakana options, as you can see right there. If you want to change it to kanji, you just hit the space bar, and then if you know what the correct kanjis are, hit enter, dagoom. Let's type out a long sentence like, Watashi no namae wa Ebon Bing. To get that little dot that I just put there, that's the, was it the backslash? The one that's near the shift button, the backslash button. Rogers desu. Okay, we got this sentence right here. Watashi no namae wa Ebon Rogers desu. Notice how none of it's katakana, it's all hiragana. I'm going to hit that space bar and it's going to guess what I want to type. Let's see, we got watashi no. That's the correct kanji for watashi. We can move between words using the left and right button. If you hit the little left arrow and the right arrow, it'll switch between where you want. And then if you hit the space bar to change it to what you want. This is the correct kanji, but let's say that you wanted to use a different kanji. Just keep hitting the space bar button and there's a long list of them. Check out the next one. You go, oh, namae. Did I want namae or did I want na with the mai or did I want these weird things? I'm not really sure what they mean. Or, and then, is my name katakana? Yes, it is. So let's go with katakana, but I want des to be there. Let's say that you have the word namae, like I just typed, and you only want some of that to be in kanji. Like, you want na to be in kanji for whatever stupid reason, but you don't want mae to be in kanji. What you do is you type out namae, then you hit the space bar to give it a kanji option. Boom. Look what happened. It gave us both kanjis, concern it. What you can do is hit the shift button plus the left button, and you can select which characters you want to appear in kanji. Let's say we just want the na kanji, so we just go there. Oops, the cursor must have been in the wrong area, so we'll switch that to na, and then we can go to the right. Notice how the darker underline changes when you move left and right with the left and right cursors. You hit the space bar to get what you want. When you have it looking the way that you want it, na being kanji and mai not being kanji, just hit the enter button, boom, there you go. You can do crazy things like that. Okay. English to katakana. You can't really do it, at least not with what I know. So here we're in English mode. Did you see how I switched to English? Alt shift to English. I have yet to figure out how to go straight to katakana. I don't think there is a way. However, if you go to hiragana with an alt shift, and then you press the alt caps button, hiragana to katakana alt caps, boom, you're in katakana. Now, I'm talking in katakana. Okay. Now that you're in katakana, you want to go back to English. Well, that's easy. Alt-Shift. Boom. Now I'm... Oops. Because I hit the caps button a lot, it accidentally switched caps lock. Now I'm talking in English. Okay. Now, if we want to go back to typing in katakana, hit Alt-Shift again. Because it was last in katakana, it returned back to katakana when I did the Alt-Shift button. But Evan, I want to talk in hiragana. So what you do is, you could just hit the Shift button and then it'll switch. It'll give you the option of katakana because I'm talking in nonsense. Or if you want to do it correctly, you hit the Control plus the caps button. Boom. Did you notice how it went back to katakana? If we go to Alt caps, it's katakana. Sorry, if we hit the Alt caps the Control caps button, Evan, that's what's called the Control plus caps button. It goes back to hiragana. Alt caps, katakana. Control caps, hiragana. Alt caps, katakana. Control caps, hiragana. Okay? Okay. And that's that. In the middle of typing Japanese, ima nihongo, nihongo de taipu shite iru. So you're typing all of this out in hiragana. Shikashi, nihongo de nihongo te do you know? So, oh, that should be eigo. I wasn't thinking about my own sentence. Eigo desu. So how do we say Japanese in English? So in the middle of typing, 英語では、日本語は Now I immediately want to switch to, I hit the space bar to get rid of all that stuff, and I'm going to hit enter to enter it into the text. Boom. Now I want to type in English. How can I go type in English without hitting the Alt-Shift button? Well, if you just hit Shift and then you hit the first letter of the sentence, let's say Nihongo in English, Nihongo in English is Japanese. Now, if you notice, this did switch back to English, but if you notice, the J is still up. We're still typing using the Japanese input method. And then, as soon as I hit the enter button, if you noticed, it went right back to hiragana. So watch this little thing right over here as I do these little buttons again. So I'm in hiragana mode right now, but I'm going to hit shift and type in J-A-P-A-N-E-S-E. Notice, if you take your, it went to the A, but if you look over here, it's typing in English. Now the second I hit enter, you're going to hear my mouse or my keyboard click. The second I hit enter, it's going to go back to hiragana. Boom. And I accidentally hit the yen button. Okay, cool. That's how that works. Well, so Nihongo wa Japanese te yu. Okay, cool. When you install Japanese IME, warning, warning. Sometimes you'll accidentally not be able to type things properly. What's going to accidentally happen eventually is that you're going to be trying to type something into, I don't know, say a password or something like that. Let's say you're trying to get into your favorite game like League of Legends, and you're trying to type in your password. Sometimes, not with League of Legends, they figured it out, I guess. However, for other people, for other programs, every once in a while there's going to be the issue where it doesn't recognize the buttons that you're typing because you're accidentally typing in Japanese when it's looking for English or something to that effect. So always be aware of which input system you're on. You want to be making sure that this says ENG when you need to be typing in English. If you just hit the shift button, like, let's be back in Japanese, and I hit, my name is Evan. You see how it's still underlined? That's because it's in the Japanese mode. If you want to make sure that what you're typing is being understood by your computer as English, you need to be in the ENG. Now, all my passwords and whatnot will be registered properly. Great. And there doesn't need to be commas there for all you grammar nuts. And that's the ins and outs of it. So warning, warning, warning. Sometimes you'll actually not be able to type things. I hope this was helpful. Sorry it was probably longer than I wanted it to be, but once again, I'd like to be thorough. Here's what I would like you to do. I want you to like this, because I hope that it was helpful. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube account, because it's awesome to know that I have subscribers. C, I'd like you to, did I say 1, 2, and then C? I forget. Whatever. I would greatly appreciate it if you consider donating. If you already have, you're awesome. I love you. Mwah. D, check out the website. Some people aren't going to the website. They're just watching the YouTube videos. That's totally fine, but check out the website. I got cool stuff over there. And that's about it. So have yourself a holly jolly whatever it is, and enjoy your day. Goodbye.